Are you posting to Instagram Reels but feeling like you're stuck, you're not seeing that growth, and are looking for some hacks to boost your views on Reels? Well, if so, you're in the right place because that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Hey everyone, I'm Nina Zeta with Sidewalker Daily, and we love all things creator economy, influencer marketing, and social strategy. So if you do too, make sure you hit subscribe to our channel to be kept up to date on all the videos that we release weekly on this subject. Today we're going to be talking about Reels specifically because I know and you know that they take a lot of time to make, or they can take a lot of time to make, especially if you're trying to produce consistently and at a higher level. So today I'm going to be sharing some information that actually is coming straight from Instagram. They're giving us some tips that can help us all understand what some ways to make sure your Reels are getting the views that they deserve. Because here's what it comes down to is that the algorithm is meant to get you new views. That's why people post things on Reels, because they want to reach new audiences. That's why we don't post our, really our feed photos or in stories as much as, or you'll see a shift that creators are not doing this as much because they're trying to get new audiences, because Reels puts your content in front of new people. But here's the catch. The Reels has like their own discovery page, right? Their own feed. And if you don't follow these requirements or these recommendations, you're going to have less probability of getting put onto the Reels feed, and therefore your content won't get seen. So that may be a reason why. So let's go ahead and jump in. So the first rule here is play by the Instagram game. Do not post horizontal videos, guys. We need to make sure we are posting vertical videos. This is a huge reason that your content is not being put on the Reels feed. It's because it's not fitting within the Instagram requirement. And now that Instagram has announced full screen, this is more of a reason to ensure your videos are vertical, okay? No more horizontal content. Also things like blurry images or low quality. Instagram knows when you upload it, it can tell that it is low quality or blurry, and it does not want to put that on their Reels feed, right? Because they want their audience, you, to have a good experience while scrolling. And if there's a lot of bad quality content out there, they know that, and they don't want you guys to have that bad experience. If your video is mostly covered with text, again, that doesn't make for pleasurable viewing, so they're not going to be promoting that. Or if it has a watermark, whether it be from TikTok, maybe you're repurposing and you're using that TikTok watermark in your video, this is also going to hurt your chances of getting discovered on Reels feed. And last but not least, you have to understand that you need to be following the Instagram community guidelines when you are posting. This is a non-negotiable. This is their tool, so if you want to participate and be able to get, the exposure that you're looking for, you need to make sure you're not posting anything illegal or things that are in, against their community guidelines. So let's go ahead and talk about some ways you can increase those views. So that's already just the housekeeping, what we listed, things from a production standpoint to make sure you're doing it right. Now, I want you to think about your own experience when you're on the Reels feed. You're probably sitting on your sofa like me, having a glass of wine and scrolling, or maybe you're at the office or whatever. It's a scroll sort of situation here, a very passive experience where people are just kind of going about their the content that's being suggested to them by the algorithm, and then people are deciding whether or not they want to watch the entire reel. That's why watch time is so important when it comes to Reels. So when we talk about watch time is we want, or the way the algorithm works on Reels is that they want you to watch that entire video. That sends a signal to Instagram that that video is good. People enjoyed watching it. They didn't just flick right by it. Instagram also knows if your Reels are getting flicked by really fastly and no one's just stopping and taking a look at it, that's a bad signal for the algorithm. But if someone is watching your Reel or sharing your Reel or commenting on your Reel or any sort of engagement, this triggers to the algorithm that this is a good piece of content, and therefore they keep publishing it to get those increased views. So if you are thinking to yourself, well, how do I get someone to, it's hard to get someone to like you when they don't even know you, right? Or like to stay and want to watch that video. So we have to think of a few things here. One, there's the hook, which you'll hear people say a lot in Instagram Reels and in TikTok. It's the opening line. It's the opening few seconds that hooks someone in. So I'll give you an example. Instead of saying 5 things not to do when traveling, if you were to say something like, stop, don't do this. It's just the wording. It's rewording things so that they're more attention grabbing. So that's a little bit about the hook. When it comes to the hook, it can be what you're saying, but it could also be done with text. You can have text, even sometimes just putting a piece of text on the video that says watch till the end or wait for it. believe it or not, that has increased watch time. People will actually wait for it if, again, there's something worth waiting for at the end of that piece of content, right? So you can also add your hook and increase watch time with text, and even calls to action, like telling people to engage with that reel, like let me know in the comments, you know, put a heart in the comments if you agree. You can put that in text. You don't have to say that in your reel. You can have that text pop up, or you can have, you know, ask your audience to share this with friends or follow more for tips on this type of topic. Sometimes, believe it or not, you have to let your audience know what to do towards the last 25%, excuse me, of the video. This is where you can start to integrate those calls to action so that people can take the next step and engage with your content. Also, I think when it comes to sound, on Instagram Reels, like the sound can be helpful to grow that watch time. So people understand that certain sounds, like you're expecting to see that big result at the end. So I think when you're choosing a sound, if you're able to also find sounds that have a buildup or something of that nature, it also just through the nature of, you know, the human experience and us being used to listening to certain type of sounds, we're able to be like, oh, we want to wait for it, right? And those are the little things that you can implement right away to grow your watch time. Now, if you're interested in Instagram Reels and you're looking to grow your Reels in general, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to our Instagram Reels bootcamp. It is a 2-hour in-depth training. It's on the tech side, showing you how to make these Reels, how to actually put them together. We list out tons of hooks examples, and tons of ways to get you started. People love the course, so you're going to definitely check that out if you want more. Now, we spoke about this briefly when it came to sounds and using sounds that build hype to increase that watch time. You can also look for trending sounds. This is a way to understand, oh, like this song is trending right now in my community. Maybe I should post something with this audio to kind of be a part of that movement and ride the wave of that reel. Using trending music is something that a lot of TikTokers are doing. We're seeing it happen on Instagram right now. This is a great hack to be able to ride that sound wave, so to speak. And sometimes it doesn't have to be when the song is like already big. If you find a, you know, song that has around 5,000 to 10,000 uses on it, you know, maybe you can start to predict, oh, this song is gonna pop off. So I wanna be creating reels with this audio in the very beginning. Also, this is super crazy, but believe it or not, this is definitely something I do. People sometimes watch reels without the volume on. I know it sounds really crazy, and that's why the importance of text coming on screen, whether it be captions that are auto-generated or text that you use to storytell the content. Again, a reel may not be very long, so if you're just using certain pieces of text almost as emphasis, almost as like, hey, stick around because in the next 10 seconds there's going to be another piece of text that helps carry that story. All of this leads to better watch time, better user experience, and again, Instagram sees, oh, this is a quality video. People are learning or enjoying that storytelling element, so it then gets kind of boosted, and then the algorithm, you know, is able to give it to you. Now, of course, you want your text to be legible. This goes without saying, it can't be too little, but actually, I've seen people use text as a way to get someone to rewatch the video, which is even more powerful than watch time, right? Because Instagram knows, wow, this person rewatched this video 10 times. And that's because maybe they'll do a reel and then they list all these things on screen, and then the person has to rewatch it to like really see what that text on screen is. I've seen that happen. I think that's a pretty cool hack, because I know myself, I'll watch a reel and I'm interested in it, and then I'm like, wait, I want to see all the things that this person puts on screen. So I'll rewatch it as a way to like do that. So I think that's kind of sneaky, but also kind of cool. And it's a great tactic to get people to rewatch. So I know we've talked a lot about watch time, but again, rewatching the video is a great signal to the algorithm. Or at that call to action at the end, share this video with a friend. Great call to action, because those are the engagement triggers that signal this is a good piece of content. Now, like I said, guys, if you are having trouble with Reels, check out our Instagram Reels bootcamp. It's amazing. It is so helpful. It's gonna walk you through the A to Z of getting started on Reels, all the tech part that you may get stuck at. Where do I put the text on screen? How do I do this? How do I do that? All of it's answered for you, and you're gonna love it. The course has gotten lots of good testimonials, and people really, really tend to enjoy it. And everything that you learn on the Reels bootcamp, guys, in terms of filming short form video can also be applied to TikTok, which is a total win because you're really learning how to build out short form video. So it's awesome. People love it. And I know you will too. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below what Reels hacks have worked for you. Share with the community what helps you grow on Reels. I can't close this video without saying consistency, consistency, consistency. Every time you post, you're putting out a fish hook into the Instagram world for a future opportunity. You never know who's gonna see it. It could be a brand partner, it could be someone who wants to interview you, someone that wants to work with you. Again, every single time you put yourself out there and post consistently for Reels, you are going to see growth. And I can't give you an exact number because everyone has their own capacity, that they are looking to. But here at Sidewalker Daily, we are trying to post Reels daily, at least during the work week. That is, fingers crossed, what we're hoping that we can keep doing. We've been doing it. So make sure you follow us along on Instagram and follow our Reels for shorter versions of videos that help you with social and all of that. All right, guys, see you in the next video.